This is the 16th video of the battles of Quatre Bras and Ligny. Napoleon's last two battles, first two battles in the Waterloo campaign. The date is June 16th, 1815, 6:45 p.m. It's the Allies movement phase, turn 20 out of 36. So we'll do the usual, shut off objectives, turn on map elevations. And let us see what we can do. Whoops, in Quatre Bras. Where am I now? Okay, we're in line, 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 we're in line. Okay, we should really do some shooting. Here, we're in column. Oh, we're in line. We're in line. This guy's in line. So we'll turn, whoops. Did I move already? Looks like I did. I never can remember. I don't know why. These guys are charging. I guess I did. Yep, these guys are moved. So, guess we can go on to the next phase, which will be French fire. Okay. 25 men. Right next to me with the line battalion. 6, 7. 1. No effect. 25. No effect. No effect. 3. 1. No effect. 5. 3. 5. Now we're over at Ligny. 1, 2, 15. Oh, we got a battalion next to me. 2. This is my rear guard getting chewed up. No, no effect, no effect. Okay, that's it. Now I get to shoot. Let's go over to Quatre Bras. Take some guys apart. Okay, we got our mounted cavalry here. Another mounted guy. Now the interesting thing about this one, well, it's disordered. That's not interesting, but this one is not disordered and he did not charge. Okay, disordered column, line, column. Okay, so let's start shooting. We'll shoot at the cavalry, of course. 36 men. Ooh, that hurt. 67. 15. 14 and the guy disappears. 29. 32. Boy, he's taking a pasting now. 15. 16. What do we got here? A line unit. 14. This cavalry's charging. Let's see if this artillery can fire through the slot here. It can. 8. What if this guy can do it? Come on. Nope, he's blocked. But he can, well, it's a skirmisher, but I guess I'll shoot at him anyway. One man, you should have known better. Okay. Now, down here, got a routed column. Ooh, A+. Must be Prussian Guard. 825 men, what a monster. Well, and he only gets 6 casualties. Oh, he's in column, no wonder. Jesus, should have put him in line. Well, I guess he arrived too late. Skirmisher, column, column. These guys just arrived. How distressing. Column. Okay, these guys finally in line. We've got 2 disordered units in line, so we'll fire at them. Bang, 28 men. That's pretty good. 55, that's excellent. Come on. 35, very good shooting, boys. Okay, we'll shoot right down the slot at these guys with the artillery. Whoa, 26, 26, and 26. What is that, 60? 78, holy moly. I don't know whether this guy can shoot. Probably not. Well, he's on high ground. I don't know. Yeah, he can. Holy cow, 23, 23, and 23. Each of those units are taking 23 casualties. Holy moly. And this guy's in line, although he's disordered. Oh, he's still got 30 men. He's, 67. These Frenchies are getting totally plastered. Now, I don't have any line units here yet, so I can't do any firing, but that's coming soon. Okay, next phase should be melee time. Oh, I didn't even look at Ligny. Well, I don't think I have any firing there anyway. It's just rear guard. Okay, so I think we've got the cavalry going at it here. Oh, not these guys. These guys are just holding, I think. They're all disordered. But the Britskys up there are going to town. I like the no prediction. What's the matter? Can't you add up some numbers and divide? Bang! I got 23, he got 40. I can continue. So since I'm disordered, I will. Advantage of the defender. Okay, that's not looking so good. What have I got there? Oh, there's just a disordered mounted unit, so I'm not going to continue. Okay, let's go at it against these guys. I want to really... Advantage of defender? Oh, no. Boy, those must be big honking skirmishers. Oh, I've only got 146 men. Okay, I'm going to call up that attack. That didn't turn out too good. Now this one might be the same thing. There's an undisordered line unit here. We'll see how that turns out. Advantage the attacker. Okay, so I can probably disorder him. Bang! Oh, I got 17 casualties. He's got 142. Holy moly, and I can continue. Now we've got 2 units in line here. They're not disordered, so I'll try to disorder them. Let's see if I can do that. No prediction. That's nice. Come on, baby. Okay. I got 20 casualties, but he got 56. And it looks like he's disordered. That turned out very well, so I've really surrounded. This is a pocket right here, this whole area. And he's got a bunch of disordered units in here, so I'm just going to go in there and mop them up. That won't be hard. got some skirmishers. Disordered mounted unit, some more skirmishers. A lot of skirmishers, I can clean those up. It's got one line unit that's not disordered. Oh, 2 line units, one here. Well, I haven't closed with these guys, but when I start closing with them now, they're going to get pounded to jello. Okay, I don't think I have anything more to do. Let me just do a quick check here. Oh, did I have something up here? No. Okay. French movement. Well, he's withdrawing here and bulking up. Here he's starting to withdraw. Okay. You're only going to go so far, though. And here he's starting to withdraw. Now we're at Ligny. Oh, okay, he's coming up on my rear guard, but that's a skirmisher, so that's all good. These guys are all disordered, so they're being left behind to fight it out and delay as long as they can. And they're getting surrounded, but that's the nature of their situation. They had to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. More air out of a duck's ass. That's a typical politician. Whenever a country goes to war, they should put those yellow, mealy-mouthed politicians in the front line for cannon fodder, if no other reason. Those turds always get countries into war, and then they're the ones that walk away without any ramifications. Okay, now I get to fire first. Well, there's virtually nothing. Oh, this guy's a disordered line. Maybe he'll get somebody. No, probably not. Oh, how come you can't fire? Ah! I'm so used to playing the French. I'm trying to fire a French unit against my own. Jeez, going goofy here. Okay, we'll fire at the skirmisher. What have we got to lose? This guy's in column. I went goofy there for a little while. Thought it was a Frenchie. That's what I usually play. All right, nothing here. Let's go on to... he's moved out in a lot of areas. So there's going to be some firing, but not much. Oh, 48. That was a good shot. Let's see if I can shoot at that mounted guy. Nah, but I bet I can with this gun. Yeah, 9 men. Okay. Oh, sad. Well, you can move away for 1 turn, but that'll be about it. Because I'll catch up to you. Okay, like this guy looks like he can get a couple shots. 39. 28. Now you know why he moved away. 22. Ooh. we'll start shooting at this guy. 30, 7, oh, 61 and 61. It's 122 off of from that battery. Well, we got one more battery to go at him. 15 and 15. That's not bad. And that might be it. But boy, that was a big round. Yeah, these guys are cutting off. These guys can't. They're surrounded. Okay, that looks like it. French offensive fire. 15, 24. Oh, getting some licks in. 11, 1, 9, 2. No effect. No effect. 2, 5, 11. Oh, he's right next to me. No effect. Calvary's getting a pasting. No effect. Now we're at Ligny. 1. It's going to be onesie twosies here. No effect. 1. 1. 2. 1. Jeez. 1. Come on. This is embarrassing. No effect. 1. Melee time with desperation melees. He lost 67, I lost 14. 3 and 10. Got the better of that. 13 and 1. He got cream there. 4 and 1. That didn't turn out that good. Okay, now it's my turn to move. All right. Well, let's see if I get any units. No. Well, let's move this guy. There was a guy up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. So these guys think they're going to get away, huh? Oh. We'll see if they do. Okay, we're going to move this Prussian out of the way. Oh. I'll ignore him. I'll leave him for the British. Okay, this is the rear, so I'll get him moving up here. Out of the way, actually. Okay, let's move the British. We're in line here. I'm going to start taking out these skirmishers. So I'm going to go in column here because I have to attack him in the woods, and if I attack him in line, I'm going to automatically be disordered. So this guy can, what we got here? Oh, we're going to move right past this. Oh, I thought I was going to move past the skirmishers. I guess not. So I'll go in a column there. It won't be holding me up for long. Close with him. Yeah, all he's got is skirmishers holding the front line, so that's not going to last long. I can bypass them because they don't have zones of control. Okay. Low on ammo, huh? Well, we don't want you on the front line. Oh, he's 675 men. Well, it won't prevent him from meleeing these skirmishers, that's for sure. So, low ammo or not, we'll get him up there. What do we got here? A line unit, huh? Okay, this guy in column will point upward. He'll go in a line, and he'll advance to shoot at that guy. Oh, we've got a routed column here. Well, this guy's in column. We'll put him in line. So we'll start shooting at him. This guy's in column. We'll put him in line. We'll start shooting at him. These guys are in column, so guess what? They've got a path to go around through here. And we'll soon relieve the cavalry. What's this guy? Oh, he's in line. He's in column, so let's move this guy up. We'll just start flooding the zone here. Once we get these guys surrounded, then we'll have use for this artillery. I got more guys than I know what to do with. Oh, in column. Oh, that's handy. We'll start moving them through the woods. Even though they won't go too fast, but I got so many units. Oop. Those guys won't move anymore. I'll start coming in and close the jaws on this side. Okay, we'll send these guys down here. They're all in line. If somebody runs out of ammo or gets disordered, then I can just pull them back. These guys are all in column. Well, I'll send these guys as backup here. That guy's still disordered. Okay, come on. I'll just get these supply units going down the road. I don't know if this one can cross a stream. We have to go by bridge. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And these guys will fall in. What's this guy? He's in column. He can fall in there. Oh, yeah, I've got a never-ending stream of Britskys headed south. Oh, this guy's not disordered anymore. How nice. Well, he can take off down this road then. Come on. All right. Skirmisher doesn't want to get any closer, smart boy. We're going to box these guys in. I don't want to disorder myself. Or am I disordered? No. Oh, here we go. Here's the guys I need right up here. Okay, how am I going to get there? Move right down through there. This other guy, go right down through here. All right, so I'll box these guys off. Then I'll bring up an artillery battery or two and blow them to smithereens. Well, I got one right here, don't I? It's unlimbered, so let's limber it. Shoot, what's the best way? Bet it can't cross this stream except at a bridge, which means it's got to go around that way. Well, it's not doing anything else, so we'll get it headed there. Okay, so the Britskis here are good against these guys. Now the Prussians. We've got to surround these guys and put them out of their misery. Okay, got a disordered column and skirmisher here. So this guy's going to point down. He's going to go into line. And he's going to go up against this guy. This guy's in column, so he's going to head. Guess he'll go there. That's all he can do. But we're going to make sure these guys can't get out. Oh, look at this. We've got a routed column. Yeah, this guy's disordered. Oh, both these guys are disordered. Okay, this is unlimbered, huh? Let's see if he wants to shoot. Oh, look at all these guys. Okay, now what do we got here? I'll push out that way. Limbered, huh? Well, let's push out here and see if we can set up for a shot. unlimbered, and I think I can turn him 1 hex. Okay, that works. And we'll send this guy off in this direction. We'll turn him 1 click, so he'll line up for a shot next turn and box these guys in. And we'll bang away with all this artillery. Now this, I wonder if he can shoot here. I could turn him, but then I won't be able to. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll get a shot. So I'm going to turn him. So he'll get one next time. Okay, now these guys. It's a column, huh? Ah, the British skirmishers are afraid to move on directly on a guy, but maybe it's because he's routed. That's probably it. He's pointed the opposite way. I just don't want him interfering in anything here. So I'm going to push this guy up there. He's low on ammo anyway. Okay, so now I'll have this slot here I can send units through and they're protected. I don't want him moving down here and throwing his zone over here so he can't move through here. Oh, we've got an artillery battery with him, better yet. So we'll start moving through here, moving through the slot. They're both out of gas. We'll send some guys after them. And we'll send a couple skirmishers in there. They can always be useful. Can move one more, good. Oh, these are the disordered guys. Okay, so this guy's going to turn down. So we'll be able to fire at him. And this guy is in column, unfortunately. So we got to move these guys out of here. They're worthless. Move this guy down here. And we'll put him in line. That's all I can do. Move one more, excellent. Because now I have a doorway here. I can move some more guys through this slot. Okay, so this guy's in column. I'll take out that supply unit. What we're going to try to do is block this area in here so he can't run away through there. Well, maybe he'll get to run away through there. I don't know, but we'll do what we can. We've got another unit in column there. Those two should be all right up there. Now we got to surround these guys. Okay, this is disordered cavalry, so try to run those guys down. Those guys in column. We're going to put him in line. He's going to go down there and bang away at him. Where do I put that artillery? I think we'll get him out of the way for the moment. Okay, we'll block these guys in. We don't want anybody to get away now, do we? Oh, this guy is. Ho! Oh, these guys are disordered. This guy isn't disordered, and look at this. We've got a cavalry guy that's pointed towards him. Oh, is he not going to let me charge because I'm in the city? Ah, that's probably true. Damn. Well, that's okay because I will move up closer to him and next time I'll be able to charge. This guy is disordered. So we've got to get some more guys behind here to fire on these guys. Well, that's all he can do. Now I got to get some guys on this side. Oh, this guy can charge. So can this guy. Okay, we're going to keep them away from anybody then. Okay, now I got one guy out of ammo here, or almost, so I better send a supply unit on this side. One down here. And these guys will go around this flank. Another turn or two and these guys will be surrounded by units in line, blowing them to smithereens. Okay, this should be enough to take care of those guys. These guys, oh, we've got some undisordered mounted units here. In fact, 3 of them. 4, holy cripes. 5. Whoa, it's a big cavalry. It's a lot of cavalry there. Well, I'm not going to catch them then. We'll see where they show up. Maybe they'll go down around this road and come up there. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, here's a mounted guy. So let us throw a disordered guy in front of him to make sure he doesn't charge the batteries. This is disordered. This is disordered, but we'll soon be relieving these guys. So these 2 batteries. Oh, all there are skirmishers. There's not even anybody to fire at here. I'm going to turn this guy. So I throw a zone right there. And I'm going to turn this guy. So I throw a zone right there, and I throw one right here. Well, these artillery units are kind of hanging out there. I think I'm going to turn this guy. Since he's horse artillery. I'll leave this guy alone. Okay. So we're all lined up here. It's just a question of all these guys moving out. Oh, these are the disordered guys. Okay. See that guy down here ever discover anybody? Nope. The first corps isn't on the field, so I can only assume he hasn't been released yet. He could be released at any time, so I guess I have to be ready for him at some point. Okay, he should go down here to participate in the fun. As soon as we have these guys surrounded, then we'll start pounding away at them. This guy's still disordered. Okay, let's move all these generals on him, including Blucher. Now you think Blucher could bring him around? We'll see. No, what do we got here? Let's send this guy around through there. Oh, I've got a cavalry guy here, huh? He's pretty weak though, but I'll send him down here. Maybe he can charge someone. We've got this battery. Better send him south. Once we have those guys surrounded, we can set up some artillery on them. I don't want to send too many guys to the north here because we've got the British coming down. And I don't want to get in their way, so I think most of these guys will go down the road here. Start going after those guys. Oh, now these supply units. Better start getting them up in the front because I We'll certainly be running low on ammunition in a while. Come on. Suppose I should see how much time is left. Okay, come on. About 15 minutes. So about 10 after 5. Okay. Might be enough time for me to move everything. Guess we'll see. Oh yeah. Do we want to do anything here? No. I guess those guys are all set for this turn. Next turn we may do something. I want to make sure those guys are pretty much surrounded. We'll see if they start to snake out of there. Yes, sir, the French are really going to start to get pounded now. They might have some more wiggle room to withdraw a hex, but not for more than one more turn. Then we'll put the anaconda squeeze on them and just literally blow them to pieces. Let's see what the casualties are. Okay, the French have about 6,000. Or no, yeah, French have 6,000. The Allies have maybe 3. So it's 2 for 1. Geez, they call this a French minor defeat. That's funny. That's probably because of all the hexes, the key hexes on the Ligny battlefield that are going to the French. But who cares? Ligny battlefield was off to the side and it doesn't control any significant road junctions. Quatre Bras does. It controls the road to Brussels. So they shouldn't count any points for geographic territory at Ligny. But I'm sure they do. That's why I don't care. Because that's, no matter what the points add up to, it's insignificant to the overall situation. I mean, the situation is we're crushing Ney and setting up for a dominant position on this battlefield. So if this scenario lasted longer, I mean, we'd sit there and wait for Napoleon to come along and try to bust his way through. So he could get to Brussels. But he wouldn't do that in real life, because not against the combined Prussian-British army when they wiped out probably a quarter of his army. This is just like Custer's Last Stand. Yeah, some units will get away, but they'll be largely ineffectual to controlling this battlefield. They're cavalry there, though, so they might be able to do some mischief, but probably not. I mean, I'll just close up everything with infantry. I'll just go in a square. And so pretty soon all the key road junctions will be denied them. So what are they going to do? They'll just wander aimlessly around until they get disordered. And then I'll be able to run them down. But I don't think this scenario won't last that long. It's turn 21 out of 36. So. And it's 7 p.m. There's only 2 more hours of daylight. That's good. Well, I want to surround these guys and then beat them shitless. I'll probably end the game at night. Because, I mean, it's an overwhelming victory now. And 2 more hours will make it more so, and he'll just have some fleeing units. And then at night you can't see anything and really can't do anything, so everybody just sits still. And if you try to move, you get 50 fatigue points. If you fire, you get 50 fatigue points. So it's like your units will be totally exhausted, and they'll never recover. I forget. You can only recover a minimal number of fatigue points every turn of daylight. You recover a lot more at night because they figure, well, at least you go to sleep. Sometimes it's kind of hard for you to sleep in broad daylight. So once daylight would occur, I mean, your army would be totally ineffective, because once you get enough fatigue points, you can't do anything. I don't think you can even attack if you get enough fatigue points, because you're just barely able to stay awake. You have no motivation. You're just inert. But, well, can't remember if these turns, I think they're 15-minute turns, which means there'll be maybe 8 turns or 6, whatever, before night. Look at all these guys. Now, if this game lasted longer, I'd set up near Quatre Bras to receive Napoleon coming up this road. In real life, I don't even know if he'd do it. He'd, I think, probably just go back to France, because this would be a massacre. You've got both the British and Prussian armies on strong defensive terrain around Quatre Bras, waiting for Napoleon to attack up a single road. I mean, Jesus, that's like suicide. His advance would be greeted by, an unknown number of cannonballs flying at him, because they'd be set up on the high ground, and they just blast him as he tried to deploy. And then tomorrow afternoon it'd start to rain, like 3 o'clock. So he'd probably just get deployed and then it'd start to rain. And those conditions would prevail throughout the afternoon and into mid-morning the next day. So that wouldn't help his attack much. I was hoping I could finish this movement, but now I'm not so sure. That'll almost be finished. This is clearly the end game. I'm just going to have some fun now. I mean, you could easily call the game. I want to mash up those Frenchies. Especially since AI is such a dirty player. It uses every underhanded trick it can. So I want to smash them up. So I don't know if AI learns. I would think it would in some fashion. Maybe it'll learn to be afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid. You confront your human master. May not be that way in 10 years. Robots may be the master of men. But I'm master of this robot. Of course, I shouldn't say that. I've got to boost the setting up. He's got a setting, or it's got a setting that's at 50% now. I have no idea what that means. I haven't been able to find out what that means either. If you set it up to 100, does it get more aggressive? It's pretty aggressive already. I don't know how it could do be more aggressive unless it was like kamikaze suicidal. But I'll crank it up and I guess we'll see. There's a campaign game for this where you start out at the very beginning when Napoleon crosses the French border. And that could be an interesting game, but it really turns out to be a really weird game. And I've played both sides, both the French and Prussians. And it turns out to be weird. Either way, when AI plays the Prussians, they defend Charleroi, which is quite a big town. They defend it to the last man. And they send everything they have into the town or around the town to relieve it. And it gets to be like the Alamo. Whereas in real life, as soon as the French showed up, the Prussians retreated. I don't think they even defended Charleroi. But in the game, AI always defends it like it's the Alamo. So that skews the game right there because you have a huge fight for Charleroi. Now when I play the Prussians, I evacuate Charleroi and take the Prussians and go right up the road to Quatre Bras. Then I find a strong position and I dig in with most of the Prussian army. And then the British army, I form either off the Prussian right flank or in the rear. And then we have a there's a big fight like north of Charleroi. And that to me is the best Prussian strategy because they get to choose their battlefield. They set up in a good defensive position, and it's right along the road that Napoleon needs to move on to Brussels or Quatre Bras. The Prussians are right there already. So I don't know. I don't see how you can make a case to dig in at Ligny, which is way off to the side and not along any of Napoleon's objectives. Why would the Prussians even dig in there? They can go right on like I'm doing to Quatre Bras, or they can, from Charleroi, they can fall back to Quatre Bras. So I don't know. That's how the game will turn out. And maybe it's worth playing again. I don't know. The Prussians would just make Charleroi into the Alamo, or I'll withdraw from it altogether towards Quatre Bras. But it might be worth doing again. I'm playing Uckmill right now at the French. It's kind of interesting. It's the whole game is 360 turns. I think it lasts like four or 5 days. And as I remember it, the Prussians, I think, tried to trap Davout in the favor. So the first thing I started doing is, I think with Lefebvre's corps, I concentrated it and then dug in behind a strong position facing south, and I'm marching Davout's corps down like a super highway to join up with Lefebvre. And so far, I see some, I think they're Austrian units to the south of Lefebvre, but nowhere else. I was afraid they'd attack me before I concentrated, but that's not the case. So I don't know what's happening in that game. It's a real fog of war because it'll be about 5 or 6 more turns before I join up with the two corps. And then I suppose I'll go looking for the Austrians, unless they come to me. But so far they haven't shown any inclination. The units I see of theirs are kind of just sitting there. So I'm reconnoitering them, kind of just looking at them, and I guess they're looking at me, and it's like, we don't want to move. So after this, I could play Leipzig again. That's an interesting game. I like playing the French in that game. So that I like to play big games. Okay, we'll just go 1 hex with this guy. Yeah. So that might be a good one. Although I have several others I haven't played. I like to at least go through them once. Let's see if we can block him. Go around behind him. Oh, good. Let's see where you can go now. Let's get this guy moving up here. Routed guy. Well, he's liable to dissolve. Yeah, see, he won't move across the stream. Yeah, he will. He'll move that way. Okay. And, oh, look at this. But they're skirmishers, so they don't have a zone. So I throw a zone right there. So he has to stop when he moves there. That's a bad thing about skirmishers. They do not throw zones. Oh, look at this. Oh, 2 line units. Okay, I'll start to get blasted, but that's okay. Okay, we're holding a cork in a bottle there. And yeah, that's all right there. Okay, let's see, we don't have much to move out. This guy's finally going to catch up to people. He'll be the last survivor. All right, so I'm sure our time is up. And I'm going to save this game, and we'll continue with it tomorrow.